sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop.
Yeah.
Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me, naturally I chose an athlete. Competition never match me, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Check, check. Lucky. Kill. Fight 54.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch out. He's checking.
Derrick Henry pushing through the contact. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Hey, check 24. Check 3. Joker. Hey, watch the eye. 26.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins, and caught by Henry. Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now, this series between the 49ers and the Bucs began back in 1977 in Tampa Bay's 2nd year in the NFL. It's been a series that the 49ers have dominated, 17-7 overall, although Tampa has won the last 2 meetings. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He'll return it from the 6. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Tampa.
Tannehill on 1st down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Paul Richardson, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
26, Mike, 26. Here we go. Shoot.
From the 25 on second down, Haskins. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
To throw is Tannehill. Complete. Richardson has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 11.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Echo. Hey. Go now. Ready?
Now it's Tannehill. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check three. It's great.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd down, Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Found his target, it's Anderson. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On the ground, it's Riddick. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're running it.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
That's it.
third down. Here's Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set and logo. General West. Hey, team 6, go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You got nothing to run.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Saw man coverage on the perimeter, and that was a pretty good throw. And it's one of those ones that wasn't an easy catch, but it's one that he thinks that he should have come down with, although I'm sure the opposing cornerback would beg to differ.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch the safety come out.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Lets it go for Nelson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Go! Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Second and 10. Tannehill once more. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Lets it go for Nelson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They begin with Henry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. On second down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Takitaki in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's going to go down again. Sione Takitaki able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Second quarter action with 1:50. $59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53.
Ready? Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. He's got Burton here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy. Hey, wahoo. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Now. 53. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Look at me, zipper. 53, Mike. Let's go.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even big...
Theo Riddick, he's at the 30, 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36, 30. Yep.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Dillon. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Buccaneers, 13 down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Cut. Hey, Charlie. 57 for Mike. Fine.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Okay, ready? 57 to mine. I'm coming after you. Check. Crunch.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. You got motion, man. You got control.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And we were down in the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check 26, check 26. Go, go. Motion.
Now it's Haskins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 7 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
61, matchbox lights. Alpha. Ready?
Tannehill. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. He's coming. Double up.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the red zone now, Tannehill. This will be caught just inside the 10. Back now in Tampa. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get ready.
This is Breida. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Come on, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ready, set. 22 jet bombers. Yeah. Snap.
Now it's Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what the...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down.
Ready.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Hey, box truck.
53 is the mic. Rabbit.
Hey. Five.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Watch the run. Check three. Okay.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Haskins on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Yeah. Check 31.
Here's Haskins to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. They run again with Breida. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Here we go.
Buzz.
59.
Hey, lock it.
59. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Ready?
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Second and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, switch. Check 37. Check 37.
Now it's Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on. Check. 53's Mike. Check, 53.
On third down, Haskins forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
58, boy, 58, Mike. Exit.
Tannehill going to throw it. Eluding the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, keep it up.
Now Tannehill. Max Crosby in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Here's Tannehill. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
60 Pittsburgh. Mike. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey!
Motion to the backfield.
Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.